I want to send things out to my colleague, Tiffany Liu. You're covering something, Tiffany, that we've been talking about in the traffic department, and really they've been covering it statewide, street takeovers and what Governor Abbott is trying to do to curb that.
Yeah, Tashar, we really cover this across the Metroplex, and here in Fort Worth, where I am right now, it has been a huge problem. Just about a month ago, we were actually out here covering a story after 2 people were killed after a takeover event, and like I mentioned, it's across the state. So yesterday, Governor Greg Abbott made an announcement that he is launching a new task force, and the hope is that it'll put a dent in this street racing problem. He says throughout the state, there have been street takeovers that are becoming more violent and more frequent. Now, more officers, more people are getting hurt or killed. The statewide street takeover task force will work closely with local law enforcement to investigate and prosecute those involved. Felony charges and prison time could be consequences. The goal is to also prevent street racing from happening too. Now, this task force comes just days after several intersections in Austin were taken over by cars and trucks doing burnouts and donuts. Once police arrived, officers had to actually back away as people threw items and fireworks at the police units. Now, it even injured one officer, and at the end of the day, 7 people were arrested. Meanwhile, here in the DFW area, Dallas Police Department responded to almost 8,500 calls in 2020. That's almost double from the year before. They already have their own street task force too to support Governor Abbott's efforts. Now, these days, it is also impacting the suburbs. Earlier this week, one person was arrested in Grapevine after a takeover event. And here in Fort Worth, like I mentioned, 2 people died last month after colliding into a pole during a street racing event. Now, DPS has a website. It's called I Watch Texas, where street takeovers can be reported. But they say if you do see it happening at that time, you must call 911 immediately. Mark and Kara, let's send it back to you.